Hello. Welcome to our midweek grace. Let me keep my mind on what matters, which is my work, which is mostly standing still and learning to be astonished. Mary Oliver. For our midweek pause today, you are invited to light a candle and rest. Gather your candle and your candle lighter. Return and find a comfortable seating. We light the candle today as a part of our midweek ritual. We light the candle in search of what we most need. In this moment, what we need is this moment. We light the candle today, placing all we hold in the light of God's love. God knows our needs and our deepest desires. Let us pause in this moment, surrendering our searching, and rest in this moment of deep breathing. Breathe in deeply, breathing in as you are. Breathe out deeply, breathing out in thanks for this moment. We are invited to rest in this moment fully and completely. The guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whomever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. The wisdom of Rumi. We are greeted daily with news that grips our attention and our hearts. We learn of glad news, good news, sad news, unbearable news. We learn stories of hope, lost hope, no hope. So much enters into our minds and hearts. Today, I invite you to greet each guest at the door and welcome them in. Serve them tea and sit together. Savor through your senses. Only what is welcome is invited inside your mind and heart. Until then, observe and listen. Rest knowing that you know how much you can hold. Sometimes what we hold is our breath. Sometimes we allow our breath to escape fully and freely, and other times our breath is close, clutched tight here. Take this moment to breathe in and out deeply and fully. Breathing is enough. Breathing is life. Breathing sets the rhythm of our heartbeat and grants us rest, and deep breathing frees our bodies from anxieties. Give yourself what you most need in this moment with your breath. Hear now the words of Scripture. For God alone my soul waits in silence. Psalm 62, verse 1. Incline your ear and come to me. Listen that your soul may live. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 3a. Be still and know I am God. Psalm 46, verse 10. I invite you to consider making or creating a tea ritual. The 20th century Viennese writer Peter Atlenberg tells the following story about the joy and deep satisfaction of drinking tea. 6 o'clock in the evening is approaching, and I can sense it drawing near. Not quite as intensely as children feel Christmas Eve, but creeping up all the same. At 6 o'clock on the dot, I drink tea, a celebratory enjoyment devoid of disappointing in this ailing existence. Something that makes you realize that you have the power of calming happiness in your hands. Even the action of pouring fresh water into my beautiful, wide, half-liter nickel kettle gives me pleasure. I wait patiently for it to boil, listening out for the whistling sound, the singing of the water. I have a huge, deep, round mug made of red brick colored wedgewood. The tea from Cafe Central smells like meadows in the countryside. The tea has a golden yellow hue like fresh hay. It never gets too brown, but remains light and delicate. I drink it mindfully and very slowly. The tea has a stimulating effect on my nervous system. Everything in life seems to be more bearable and lighter thereafter. Drinking my tea at 6 o'clock never seems to lose its power over me. Every day I long for it as intensely as the day before. And when I drink it, I lovingly embrace it into my being. While visiting Prague and volunteering at the International Baptist Seminary, this was it was before seminary started, so it was back in 2001. Our team was required daily to stop, to pause our work, and gather in the parlor at 10 a.m. in the morning for tea. At first, our team attempted to work through this community gathering. We wanted our service to count, mindful of our productivity. What we quickly discovered was that we longed for those moments in community over shared tea inside some of the windows we were painting. Filled to the brim with tea and stories, we would return to our work fully ready to delight in painting. We discovered the ritual of community tea time for the soul. Whatever ritual you create with tea or some other beverage, you are invited to sit or stand, drinking in fully through your senses. A blessing for the senses from John O'Donohue in his book, To Bless the Space Between Us. May the touch of your skin register the beauty of the otherness that surrounds you. May your listening be attuned to the deeper silence where sound is honed to bring distance home. May the fragrance of a breathing meadow refresh your heart and remind you who you are, a child of the earth. And when you partake of food and drink, may your taste quicken to the gift and sweetness that flows from the earth. May your inner eye see through the surfaces and glean the real presence of everything that meets you. May your soul beautify the desire of your eyes, that you might glimpse the infinity that hinges in the simple signs that seem worn to your usual eyes. Dear ones, may you find rest, hope, and delight in each breath. You are seen, known, and loved by the God who first created you out of love. Amen.